Hey guys, it's Sean here doing a mid-year freakout tag. Alyce did hers last month. And we've been noticing lots of people have been doing them now, opposed to in June. Yeah. So I thought I kind of want to do this. So why not do one now? There'll be a link down below to Alyce's video. And without further ado, I'm going to try and use this as fast as I can because it's 1 a.m. and it's still 20 degrees and I have to turn the fan off, otherwise it interferes with the microphone, and I'm already sweating. Like, I can't even have this light on, which we normally have on, because it's too hot even with just this ring light. And being in England, we're all afraid of air conditioning for some reason when we build a house. But I have my list, my short list. Question 1 is what's the best book you've read so far? And I have two answers for this. Number 1 is a short story novella, and that's the Memento from the Illuminate trilogy, Illuminate files. J. Christoph and Amy Koffling. It's just a really short story. It gives a lot more insight into how Aiden, the AI in the series, works a lot earlier on. I think if there was more short stories, I think I'd like it a lot more. Sorry about the hair. Because I've just watched it, and because of the heat, I'm rocking the early mid-2000s scene kid hair, and it's just not flopping. It's just flopping everywhere because of how hot it is and how hard it is to control. And I also have the ones we're meant to find, which did have somewhere, which is a really interesting twist on a lot of old sci-fi tropes. Let's try and get without spoilers. You get two perspectives. One is told in first person, one is told in third person, and it's about two sisters trying to find each other. And things ensue, and you find out that it's in the future. Well, it's in the future. It's a science fiction, dystopian, social credit, eco warrior type dealio, which is just a nice surprising read, really. Question 2 is what has been my most favourite sequel we've read this year, and that's definitely got to go to Ready Player 2. No, I kid. That was awful. Trash, dumpster fire. Just awful. Yeah, I should probably finish off that review I was making for that, because that was absolute poopity poop. And my actual choice would either be a short story novella, which is Derek Lanley's Skullduggery Pleasant Apocalypse King, which is a World Book Day short story. I'll put a picture here on the screen that we read, because we read all the short World Book Day 2021 short stories this year, which is nice because got to read them to the babies, which is really cute. Another reason why I'm filming it so late, because Sophia has actually just fallen asleep and gone to bed because of the heat. No one's sleeping properly in this house. You ready for English terraced houses? Then my other choice would be Tangle of Spells. Yes, Tangle of Spells by Michelle Harrison. Which is the third book in the Wishim Sisters series. Without getting into too much spoilers, the sisters have to save a town. I really can't give too much because there's a big key thing that happens at the end of the first book, which kind of interacts with the other books. But they have to they save a person, and it's good. And there's some twists. You don't think things that are going to be twists that are fake twists, and then they're twists. It's good. It wasn't my favourite book in the series. My favourite book in the series was a Tangle of Spell. Which one? A Pinch of Sorcery? Pinch of Magic? Oh, no, the second book? Well, the second book. That was actually my favourite book in the series, I think. Yeah, you should definitely read them. It's only a 3-book middle grade series, so it's nice and quick. Nice, easy read. Question 3 is new releases that I'm excited to read, but I haven't read yet. The first one would be T.J. Klune's The House on the Cerulean Sea. Heard a lot about it. It's an adult book written as if it was a middle grade book, which sounds fun, like middle grade, like adult. Or my other choice would be Speechless, Controlling Words, Controlling Mind by Michael Knowles, because that has just been like memed to death on podcasts and quite a lot of spaces. And I read his other book, and that was just like chef's kiss. I read that in like such a gripping book in one sitting. It's like Reasons to Vote Democrats. It's a really, it's a interesting read. I would recommend it to anyone who is interested in politics. Both the books, I think, should be fun. Oh, I just had to look this one up. Question, whatever this one is. What's my most anticipated release for the second half of the year? Now, I had to look this up because most of the books I was interested in came out in the first half of the year, or they were paperbacks, hardback paperbacks, or maybe they just came out already. So I have two choices, and that is another TJ Klune book, and that is Under a Whispering Door by TJ Klune, which looks cool. It's got a wolf on it, I think, a bird, a stag. It's very cool. And my other choice would be, because vampires are vampires, and I'm pretty basic, like most of you know, and I already know, and Alyce knows. And that would be, if you can guess it, right in the comments. That would be Empire the Vampire, and by Jay Kristoff, because vampires are cool, and Jay Kristoff is somewhat good writer. I don't know if he's bad or not yet. Haven't really read that many of her books, which I think I've only just read his Illuminae. He's loved by lots of people. He just kind of seems a bit like an S poster, which is fun sometimes in some of his interviews. So yeah, vampires. I think me and Alyce have 2 copies that we've pre-ordered. They're different, the Goldsboro and somewhere else, I think Waterstones. And I think we've got fingers crossed that it's going to be in September. When's its release date? September. September or October's Illuminate crate box, because he really liked the blood sprayed pages. And, vampires and blood. That's cool. We all like some vampires and blood. We like vampires here. Vampires are cool. Except for there were some questionable vampires that existed. Yeah. YA and all. Now, before I tell you this one, you have to make sure that you've already subscribed to our channel, because we're trying to get to 500 subscribers, which would be a really cool milestone. Over 400, which is just absolutely amazing. But you just slap that red subscribe button to hear my incredibly controversial opinion about what is the least favourite book, most disappointing book so far. Yeah, so my controversial pick for most disappointing book so far, that would have to be, without a doubt, Witches Steeped in Gold. I know, it was possibly didn't deserve the hype it got, or was hyped too much. But yeah, I really want this to be good, because I really want people to branch out and stop doing retellings of really popular, mostly Disney fairy tales and other Western fairy tales. Like, I'm all about hearing some stories from like Africa and Asia and like Southern Hemisphere. Like, and I know there's some really cool Brazilian folklore stories, which I know, and Colombian. But yeah, like I have some Jamaican friends as well who I've heard some bits about their folk stories, and they sound really interesting. I just want more things that are different. I'm tired of reading King Arthur and Sleeping Beauty and Beauty and the Beast. I'm just tired of all these boring retelling, especially flipping Little Red Rising Hood. It's everywhere right now. Red Rising Hood feels like it is. Yeah, there was just the writing in it wasn't particularly good for a number of reasons. The characters, you follow two perspectives, they felt very similar. One of the motivations kind of felt a bit iffy. Like she kind of had it just kind of had a bit of a flop, really. There's that weird grey morality that's happening more and more in fantasy books, where characters are being bad, but it's not really seen as bad. Like, this is clearly like not something you should aspire to be. but they're not really punishing it or like addressing it what feels in a particularly constructive way, which is a shame because I just really want this book to be so good. Oh, and also it does this thing that I noticed in some like fan fictions and self-pub books a lot, where they will just use modern words in their fantasy or sci-fi sections, specifically in fantasy and medieval settings. They'll use their made-up words for the magic system. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a made-up word. But then they will also use some other fantasy words for things. And then they'll use modern-day words for it. Ooh. Now, the correct way to do this, if you use modern-day words, you do what like Tolkien did, and you just like, oh yeah, it's like translated into from Middle Earth to regular Earth times, or you just go like full whole fantasy, like you just embrace it all. You don't use weird words. Like the one that really just poked me out every single time it happened was electrifies. Like they have electricity, and like if you read books or things that are written before electricity was commonplace, or like sort of in the line, it was just like a charge. It was a charge of energy would be the closest thing to describe it. Not electrical. Like it just really bugged me and just kept pulling me out the story. And I just really want this book to be good, which I think that was why I judged it so harshly, because I just wanted it to be so good, and it unfortunately just fell flat for me. Next question is, what was the biggest surprise? And that goes to, before I've already mentioned, the ones I'm meant to find. Just really wasn't expecting it. It's a bit preachy in some parts, but it also definitely feels like what's that? Oh, what's the Channel 4 thing? Black Mirror and Twilight Zone, like that sort of like uncertain reality TV show. It very much felt like a episode of Twilight Zone redone, which it was a nice twist having it written down, because a lot of that sort of sci-fi eeriness isn't done. It's done in shows. If you want more like that, definitely check out the Twilight Zone TV shows. I think there's like 2 or 3 different generations of it, and there's loads of Black Mirror that's on Netflix, and I think there's also Inside Number 9, which I think is on BritBox, or you can use your favourite VPN, as I'm sure most of your other YouTubers that you watch have told you, and just BBC iPlayer it, or I think it's also on Channel 4 or YouTube. I think it have it. I don't know. You have to find it. There's a lot of like weird messing with reality type dystopian stuff, which I'm here for. I am here for that very much. Though. Next is, what is a favourite new author or favourite debut author to me? Wait, favourite debut or favourite new to me author, and that has got to be Miranda Salisbury. We read her The Tide, Hold Down the Tide. I can't see it. The Hold Back the Tide is definitely will be right. We read that for our vlog and our discussion for the YA Book Prize, which highly recommend you check out. Definitely check out the discussion, because that's where we sort of both put our ideas in. Alice puts a lot of them in the vlog, so if you want to see what she thinks, she gives them a lot more fair, because I'm quite mean on them. And that's also, the discussion also has our rankings, because we disagreed with what the YA Book Prize actually picked, which is fun to find out. But yeah, like definitely gonna have to try and read her other books. And that's like this. This is a Scottish folklore of vampire-esque lake monsters, seawater monsters. It's cool. I want more retellings of things that aren't just retold as folk stories. Like, man, there's just such a rich world out there. I used to need more of it. I'm really sorry. I'm just going to wait for whatever's outside. It's like it's half one. I don't know what is outside, but it just sounds really loud to me. You probably can't pick up on the mic, but it's just there. Next question wasn't it? It was it was still doing Memento Salisbury. Yeah, I am here for the retellings of other folklore and non-regular stories. Just such a good mythos. I just want more of it. Ugh. Give me more. Next question is, what is your favourite fictional crush, or my new fictional crush? And I'm boring. I just don't really do fictional crushes. yeah, that's about it. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know. Mustard Man, if there's a mustard character, probably go for them. Next question. God, this really, really suffering without the fan on now. Oh, it's gone down to 19 degrees, so it's not as hot. But like, my hair is going to be dry by the time I get into bed, which is going to be an interesting one. My new favorite character, and that is Laszlo Strange from Stranger Dreamer. I also like the other fighty guy. I can't remember his name, but like, he made some tougher choices. I think I like his backstory like a lot. I can't remember his name. It's fine. I'll have to put it at the bottom of the screen down here. Yeah, but also like, I don't know. I guess it's one of the only series where we've actually finished both books for him, and it's one of the only ones that's new this year. Because I would have said like Matt or Perrin from Wheel of Time, but that's not new. Like, it's been like a lot of the books that the characters I would say aren't new for the past 6 to bit months. So yeah, make that what you will. Formatting on this question has gone really weird. It's gone like zoomed in a lot. I don't know if you can see it. Next question is a book that made me cry. Again, like the fictional crushes these days, unless they're non-fic, they don't really tend to make me cry. I don't know. I just kind of feel like a lot of them, especially with modern YA and modern middle grade, they kind of feel like they're bullying you into getting you to cry. And like they're probably like trying really hard to pull the emotional strings, which obviously, yeah, like cathartic release and suspension of disbelief. Like, of course, that's what they're gonna do. But like, it's felt with the books we've read, it's felt really like they're trying to like force you into the cry. Cry for me, punk. Cry, or I'll beat you up. Oh, the book ended. Oh, didn't cry. I guess having children changes your perspective on a lot of things. Which, who'd have thunk it? My hair is sticking out at an angle. That's interesting. Oh, no, it's gone back in. That's fine. So, the next question is a book that made me happy. And that's possibly one of our most recent reads. And that is Twitch by M.G. Leonard. I think that's her name. Yeah, it follows a boy who was the nickname of Twitch, who is a bird watcher. And a robber breaks out in his local town, and they believe he's hiding in the authorities believe the robber the escaped criminal is hiding in his like local bird watching park, like that like ponds, park, lake area, which is interesting. It's really fun. Yeah, like especially like, this is a book that has one of my favourite things about life and books is that very rarely are people above redemption. Some people should not be deserved redemption, but a lot of people that aren't given a chance in life and films and books and TV shows just aren't given a chance. But I think more things should be given a chance to redeem themselves, because more often than not people are actually deserving of it because they've grown since that original event. Like, people even grow even over day. Like, you're a different person each day. Each time you wake up, you're a different person. All your chemicals inside are different. Your muscles different. Yeah, you're very rarely the same, even from day to day. Yeah, Twitch is a good book. You should read it. It follows birds, and I learned a thing about birds, and they're called pigeons. Are called rock doves. See? Middle graders teaching me with my brain noggin and my words and my learning. Still haven't learned how to talk to a thing that's not a object. Today I am actually holding it is a mustard bottle. It may look like a miniature mustard bottle, but this is a regular sized bottle, and it's just my giant hands holding it. You know, I might cut that. I might leave it in. So you'll only find out when I edit this. So next question is, what is the most beautiful book that I've got this year? This is a 2-book answer question. 2-question answer. So not really myself, but Alyce got Red Rising by Pierce Browning. She got a arc, and it just looks really nice. It just looks so nice and clean. And I just really like it. I just like the look of it. I don't know, something about it just really appeals to me. Yeah. Oh wait, no. There is no space. There is baby food everywhere in the house. The book that Alyce got me for our anniversary, our first anniversary, is a an illustrated version of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams and illustrated by Chris Riddle. And both me and Alyce really like Chris Riddle. But this edition is even book stamp signed. Because Alyce managed to pre-order it really, really early. And like, there's no way I could get a signed Douglas Adams book because like that'd be way too much. Oh no, my camera battery is flashing. Oh, sausages! I have to do this last one really quickly. What books do you really want to read by the end of the year? I'd like to read the Iliad by Homer because I found an audiobook of it and I've been listening to it with the babies, which has been quite nice. Bit brutal, so I might skip it with the babies, just do it myself. It would be nice to have an understanding of like the classic, like proper true classics. And oh no, don't close the app. Anything I'd like to read anything by Brandon Sanderson at this point. One of our best friends, my best friend, Raph, is just like constantly trying to get us to read it, but it just doesn't fit in with Duck. Link to that will be up in the cards. You check that out; it's really fun. But also we have to have her Ketchupathon. See, all ties in, coming out in August. Check out the announcement video for that, and I think I can do a recommendation video in the next couple of days, and I'll also probably do a recommendation video. Yeah, it's only 6 prompts. It's really fun. You get a picnic blanket. We have stamps, badges. Yeah, it's really fun. Just let you know, check it out. And more Wheel of Time. I think we got up to Chaos Rising, which is book 5. Oh, we didn't finish it? We're halfway through it. Yeah, I'd like to finish that off. I'd like to try and get a lot more, at least to the end of the Robert Jordan solo stuff, and then like Robert Jordan's Brandon Sanderson, and can say, I've read more Wheel of Time, and I've read Brandon Sanderson, like 2 birds, 1 stone. So before my camera battery dies, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you like this and you agree with some of my opinions, give us a like. It really helps us out if you let us know in the comments what you've enjoyed. If you have any different things, if you have any videos that have come out recently for your July mid-year freak out, leave a link below because I will definitely watch them. I think Alyce will also watch them because we quite like watching as a booktubers. I've been on a bit of a binge just watching as a booktuber. Just Google search booktube and most recent and just watch for like 2 hours because I watch on double speed. So it's like 2 hours of content, but it only takes like an hour of my time. Yeah, it's just fun. Just really like booktube recently. It's just quite nice and soothing to have someone in the background when the baby's running around screaming in the house. Yeah. So we have a new video every Tuesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'll see you around. I've been Sean. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Alyce, everything Alyce on Twitter and Instagram. We'll see you later. Bye. Oh dear God, I'm sweaty. So sweaty. Yeah, cool, Mike's going.